Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and everybody is buying XRP right now. Before I forget guys, there's a $500 giveaway at the end of this month, and all that you have to do to enter is press the like button on this video and comment something down below. But also, if you are subscribed, you can actually enter multiple times into this giveaway by commenting on multiple videos. It is that simple, so make sure you go ahead and do that. And also, I just posted my first video on my second channel. The channel is called Dusty, and the video is how to make passive income with $1,000 right now. I recommend you guys all to go ahead and check it out. I'll be posting once or twice a week on this channel, so make sure you go ahead and subscribe to it as well. There's a big $500 giveaway once this hits 1,000 subs as well, and it will just be over all the subs. Now, a lot of special things have been going on surrounding XRP right now, and it is mostly due to the Q2 report being very positive, and also mostly due to the signs that XP to BTC has been showing. So in short, this is what the XP to BTC chart looks like, and XRP right this second is at 32.25 cents, BTC being at $10,066. On the XP to BTC in general here, the 24-hour change, we're actually in the negative for just a little point here, even though we were in positive for really the last like 24 hours or so. But what do I have to say? Well, first off, it's like 35 degrees outside here, so I'm sweating. I didn't even know I could sweat this bad, alright? It's insane, and I really have to do with a lot of you guys that live in like California or some other places where it's this hot all the time. I'm talking about Celsius, by the way, because this I cannot handle. I'm not gonna make this, guys. It's so freaking hot, and I would never have thought that I would be, not happy with heat. But when you're recording in a room, sitting in front of a computer all day, yeah, it starts to hurt a little bit. But hey, it's got to happen. I want to provide this news. But right, before XRP, right now one of the most important articles that I found, again, is something that we covered yesterday. It is that a trader predicts the XRP price will actually go down by 60% before we go to the moon. And yes, of course, we're talking about Livercoin again, but his analysis is actually taking a keen eye from many more people than I would have expected. But this is mostly because of some other things happening right now as well. Livercoin said, expecting a relief rally in the coming weeks, then another 60% dump, and then a mega pump once we reach the untested swing low. And on first hand, I didn't actually put too much emphasis on this, and I didn't really take it too seriously. I was like, a 60% dump, yeah, sure. But the more that I kept reading on, and the more people that actually predicted this, it started to make more sense to me. First of all here, a lot of people are still in profits right now. For XRP, they're still in profits, and they don't mind selling whenever they need to. Second of all, if a lot of people predict the price to go down, a lot of people will FOMO out of it. They don't want to keep these coins if they know the price is going to go down. So they want to sell out and then buy back cheaper. And I think a lot of people are really planning to do that. And also, the situation is actually just that positive that I see it as 60% gains as well. Again, to explain that, if the price goes up by 60% or down by 60%, it's a win-win, right? Both sides, you're winning. It doesn't matter what's going on with the XP price. Reason for that being is that if the price goes up by 60%, then we've got some gains. And if we're talking about USD value, we've gone up. If the price goes down 60% and you sold, it means that you can actually go ahead and buy 60% worth, 60% more XRP. And then when it goes back to the old time, you've got yourself 60% gains. It's that simple, right? I see both sides as something extremely positive, as I am convinced that XP can really go to some crazy price in the future. Here's also another tweet from I Want to See the World, WRLD, and then I Want to See the World on Twitter. He says, XRP, the SEC loves it. This is actually kind of interesting. It's from Ripple.com, the insides page. And it says here under market commentary, under what we covered before, notable regulatory activity. The SEC announced that it would establish nodes on certain open source permissionless ledgers, such as the XRP ledger, to help inform its policy making. Is that not really insane again that this has been happening? Like, we discussed this multiple times, but for it to really be showing right now so subtly, in such a subtle form. Subtle is a hard word to pronounce, damn. Yeah, it's good. That's good. And again, we see Pyro Crypto here again, coming everywhere with those tips. Really kind of crazy. Joey Milancon on Twitter said, "This says right here, not a security." And then I want to see the word replies with right. We all know that XP is not a security. It's just for the people to really put it down on paper that it is not, and then everybody can accept that it is not. It's just a waiting game. BG Iraji on Twitter said, "To me, it looks like Ripple has decided to be stingy with their XRP. Who can blame them? Hashtag XRP the standard." And this actually coincides with a lot of the articles that I've opened here as well about the Q2 report. Breaking Ripple Q2 market report is out. XRP market report. Ripple sold 251 million XRP in Q2 and is substantially reducing future sales of XRP. Talking about dollars. Future sales. Ripple plans to make a more conservative approach to XRP sales in Q3. As noted, the company switched benchmarks to CCTT and will target programmatic sales at 10 point basis points of CCTT reported volumes. Ripple partnered with the top digital asset brokers and used inventory to serve as a backstop for XRP liquidity. This allowed these OTC liquidity providers to the ability to source XRP even when institutional quantities of XRP were difficult to access across exchanges. Ripple decided to pull back from providing XRP over the counter at scale towards the end of Q2 in light of the OTC desk's ability to source institutional demand for XRP in the open markets. Good. And then C3 Nick actually goes on with a lot more information, but these were the most important parts. I actually like this tweet the most out of all of them. I'm going to give it a quick little love tap, a little bit of like of love, since, I'm liking a lot of this. Now, it again coincides with the rest of the story because the Q2 report was actually a lot more positive than I would have expected. Ripple sells $251 million worth of XRP in Q2 amid spike in institutional buying. So again, it's very, very far up from what they sold in the first quarter. And you can see it in the first part here. The percentage doesn't really matter too much. It's a nice percentage. We already covered it yesterday. And here, research, Ripple has sold a total of $1.1 billion worth of XRP, 36% to exchanges. And again, we know that XRP sells a lot, or Ripple sells a lot of XRP on exchanges. It's just because of the $1 billion that they get out every month. But the fun part about it is that they had to switch over, right, from their approach because it wasn't working correctly. And here, what we're seeing again is how they've switched over and that they're going to be taking a different approach right now. And this is again cumulative for the situation, but hey. Having said that all about Q2 reports, since again it was important, but we know most about it already, here's some other cool tweets. It was actually a reply to one of my tweets. XRP will overtake Bitcoin. It has started. King Solomon, XRP_owl said, "It's only a matter of time." And I find that something so fun from people, that believe in XRP. It is only a matter of time. And I really am so convinced that this coin is at least going to deliver me profit, that I really see it as just a waiting game. I see this all as volatility, not even as risk. I see this all as a waiting game because I know the end result. I see the end result, and I know it is a very, very good one. That's why I'm not afraid. Again, when people ask me, if everybody's buying XRP, why aren't you? I am. And if everybody's buying XRP, why aren't you selling? I'm not, because I think that this coin is going to be great. And again, when I'm talking about everybody's buying XRP, I'm talking about everybody's trying to get to possess as much XRP as possible in a close time frame here, because it is possible the price is going to go down. But then again, we got the layering strategy in place that I explained to you guys a little while ago. You should always have a good strategy out there in terms of layering. And again, XRP_owl says, "Somebody gets what's going on. Thanks for the shout out, DBC." And again, that's what I do, man. If you provide quality stuff, quality tweets, quality content, yeah, man, I gotta shout you out. I try to shout out as many people as I can, because again, these people are providing a lot of value there on Twitter. Stan Kracha, Stan TM XRP to $5 says, "I get a good choke out of people that don't see this coming. XP will dwarf Bitcoin in the not so distant future." And again, this is also an important point to make, that overtaking Bitcoin is not an overnight process. It is going to be taking some time, right? But it will happen. Not 100%, 99.9%. Justin B. Ray Wally 8622 on Twitter says, everyone needs to watch this, and it is actually a video that says, from Bitcoin to Silk Road to 2 life sentences, free Ross. I'm wondering if anybody has seen this or not. Again, you linked me in there, but I'm kind of skeptical on wasting my time on that. But at least I wanted to ask if any of you guys know about it. And then I have my own Twitter open. Hey, now that I have my own Twitter open anyway, make sure you go ahead and follow this Twitter at the DustyBC, and also make sure that you go ahead and press the like button on this video if you are enjoying it. But again, don't forget to follow at the DustyBC on Twitter. I try to post a lot of quality content nowadays. I'm going to be retweeting and tweeting a lot more stuff, but I'm just waiting for a little bit more people to actively follow me, since whenever I tweet right now, it feels like nobody sees it, and I'm tweeting literally to share information, but if nobody's seeing it, I don't think it's really worth it. And when I'm talking about nobody, I'm talking about 0 likes, 0 comments, 0 retweets. I know it still pops up in people's feeds, but it feels like I'm doing it for nothing, and I know it's building up, but the feels, man, they sometimes hurt. Even if I get 1 like, I'll be happy. Even if it's my own like, I'm happy. But not as happy as 2. I mean, 2 is really the thing. Yoda XRP Yoda on Twitter, at XRP Yoda, says, relax, we must XRP. He added a picture that says, always remember, let me quickly follow that, always remember that your present situation is not your financial destination. The best is yet to come. It is something that we've covered multiple times on this channel, and also one of the philosophies that we stand by is that whatever is happening right now, it's all good. It's all good. It's all just another opportunity for you to accumulate more XRP. That's how I see it. And that's how I'm doing it as well. I'm just getting more and more and more until I'm full. But then again, I can't ever be full is a problem. Also, the Crypto Hive XRP Nest on Twitter says, hey, Bakas, XLM format for Swift, not XLM. Read at least. Imagine Swift using JetScam. Hashtag XRP, hashtag Ripple XRP community, XP Army. And I found this so funny because CryptoHawk, I've been following for a couple of days now in terms of literally following him on his profile. I've actually just pressed the follow button like an hour ago for the first time. And then now I didn't refresh the tweet, so I had to follow again, sort of. What I find so fun about him is just his approach towards everybody. Just really direct, really aggressive, and I just really enjoy the way that he communicates with a lot of people. Jack the Ripple XRP says on Twitter then, I remember the time when XP pumped just a little bit and everybody screamed, XLM is the new world currency. Wow, 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 wow. Catelyn Lily 7 said on Twitter, XLM the standard. Laugh, 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 laugh. Yeah, guys. A lot of people are with XLM. I know. But we here on the channel are more so leaning towards XRP. I actually do hold XLM, but when I would have to pick one, it's a little bit of a difficult question to ask, but I would definitely still pick XRP over XLM just for personal preference. But hey, again, this is not financial advice. You can invest into any crypto that you want to, and I still cover XLM on the channel because I do like the coins. And I do like some other cryptos as well. It's not that I only have XRP, not 100% XRP. It's just for a, investor, it is really a lot smarter to have a diversified portfolio than to stick all your eggs into one basket. Even though, as I said before, I'm really convinced that this coin is going to do good, you still want to diversify your portfolio. It's just a investment thing. It has nothing to do with community, nothing to do with faith in the coin. You really got to diversify just to manage risk. And, I always say like, oh, but you're so bullish on XRP, so why don't you hold 100%? Well, what if, right? What if, hypothetically speaking, Bitcoin starts to rally really freaking hard, like really talking 500% in a day, and XP stays stagnant? I would have missed out on all those gains if I did not have any BTC. And I'm not talking about go buy in every coin right now. Don't go buy in every coin, because that's not going to do you that much good either. But I'm talking about go ahead and look at the coins that you believe are going to get gaining. Get a little bit about all of them and just try to position yourself in a good way so that if either of these coins pumps as well, like Ethereum or Litecoin, that you at least have some to then later invest more into XRP. Haha. Just kidding, guys. Well, thank you guys all for watching this video, though. Hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure you go ahead and check out my second channel. It is called Dusty. This logo might become blue because I needed that blue cooling. No, just kidding. But it's really freaking hot out here, man. Wow. It's going to get to 38 degrees today. I'm already sweating my arse off, and I think it's only 34 right now. Oh, it's gonna get even 4 degrees hotter. What's the highest temperature you ever been at? Let me know in the comment section down below if you watched this far. I'm really quite excited to know your comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is not financial advice, purely for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day.